talk about a story that I heard you tell in private once, which was awesome, about when the WWE or WWF at the time came to town. It was Harley Race's territory, and there's 2 shows going on that night. And Rick, you're at one, and you run into Harley, and I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah, well, the Hulk and I talked about it. Like, some of these guys don't realize who Hulk and I've been. So Harley, so damn mad at WWE at that time, WWF at that time. He's leaving me to wrestle Brody over, and we got 3,000 people. He's going over to the convention center to kill Hulk.
God!
And he goes, and we he pulls out his 9mm, touches his pants, and says, "I'll be back." Smokes his cigarette, throws it out. So Hulk, you were on the other side of the store.
What people don't understand is he had been in Kansas City his whole life. He was the NWA champion, and that TV was piped into Kansas City. Harley Race is the champion, Harley Race is the champion, and he had his friends and neighbors. He had to respect the people in the airport and all around there. Then all of a sudden, clowns from Connecticut, Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon start piping in this TV that goes, Hulk Hogan's the WWF champion, just out of nowhere. And then we follow up the service the market to come into the marketplace and wrestle. And Harley came down there and he tried to light the ring on fire during the afternoon because the ring crew said he's already been here and tried to light the ring on fire. So I went across the rough. They all told me he was going to kill me, so I went across the street to the Rusty Scupper and drank 2 bottles of wine. And I just came sliding back over there right before the main event, hoping to miss him. I was sitting on the toilet doing number 2, and I had my pants down, and Davey Boy Smith goes, "McDavid's here, Harley's here, Harley's here." Davey Boy Smith started screaming. I pulled my pants up, didn't even wipe my rear end, and blowing out of the bathroom to find him, and he was standing there with that gun in his hand going, "I came here to blow your damn kneecaps off, but I'd rather work with you guys." He scared the hell out of me.
I scared the hell out of everybody.
But I knew he'd already been there during the day trying to burn the ring down, so we shook hands, and I hooked him up with Vince, but boy, he scared me to death, man, because I knew him before Tampa when I used to follow the wrestlers around. When all these guys come to Tampa to wrestle, I used to go to the Imperial Room over there on Armenia Avenue and follow them around after the matches, so I pretty much knew what Harley was all about.
Well, the thing about Harley Race, which you have to love about it every day, I never took it like this, because certainly I wasn't considered anything like Harley Race as being tough, but Harley Race really thought he was the world champion. He loved someone to give him some shit. He loved to get into a bar, and he'd rather go over to the pool table, knock every quarter off, and sitting there with 20 guys and say, "I got the winner," and start smoking a cigarette. He just couldn't avoid it. I'd go, "Harley, geez, let's have a drink and relax." No. He'd be biting the beer caps off the bottles. You've seen that, Hulk. I mean, who can drink the beer the fastest? Jesus Christ. I'd go, "Harley, let it go for a minute, man." But anyway, it's a great time. He's having a real tough time right now, Hulk. I hope he's around, a little bit from now, but he's really sick.
I haven't seen him since last WrestleMania.
Yeah, I know. He just had, and you would know more about this than certainly I would. He had a 9-inch rod put in his back. I mean, he's going to have in his back surgery. You just had 11 of them, right, or 10, whatever it is?
9 of them.
9 before they finally got it right. And if the surgery had not been successful, he would have been paralyzed from the waist down.
Wow.
Well, the surgery was successful. He can feel his legs, but he can't walk. He's in a wheelchair, and right now they just transported him from the hospital to a nursing home, assisted living. He can't nobody can take care of him. He has to be, and it's, God, that happens when you get like that, then you get pneumonia.
Yeah.
I keep worrying about it every day, but to see this guy. And Conrad, I know you've met him a couple of times.
Yes,
You've seen him at the tail end, man. When me and Hulk was this guy, he lived it, man, every minute, man. Holy cow.
Well, I got a quick Harley Race story for you. My first territory, when I went up and worked for the Fullers, we went outside to the ballpark in Dothan, Alabama, and we went outside.
Oh, yeah, you guys sold it out big time, right? Yeah,
and so we're out there, and Harley Race tells me the hard way, Knight, and I didn't know what he's talking about. Buck me up, and he yelled at me a couple of times, so I kind of clipped him to the top of the forehead. You know how thick his forehead was? He's like a Cro-Magnon man. So I kind of pulled his eyebrow down and tried to clip him with my knuckles to to bust him open, and his eye swelled up. And he started cussing at me. And the next thing I know, he throws me out of the ring. And by the time I hit the floor, by the time I'm starting to pull myself up, he's already out. He grabbed some ladies, one of those big, like, not a Polaroid camera, but a big one of those real cameras with a big long lens on it. He just smashes that thing in my face, and both my eyes swell up, and he goes, "We're even." And he threw me back in the ring. You know. But that night, I guess Roy Lee Welch or somebody was screwing with the money from the box office, and we all went to a hotel room, and man, it got really nasty with Don Curtis. And I guess they were accusing Don Curtis and Roy Welch of stealing and stuff, and Harley got really up in everybody's face. Ron and Robert Fuller were in the room. It was crazy. I got a good education that night.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's funny because, you know, everywhere Hulk went, we would hear about it. You know what I mean? This is before he even went to Vince, because I mean, everybody that he reached, or everybody that had the ability to reach out to him, whether it be Memphis for a couple of shots with Lawler or whoever he worked with, but it sold out. I mean, and then he worked with Funk a couple of times, and it sold out. And then Harley, and then, you know, then Fuller, you know, and those guys. I like Ron a lot, but, you know, it's $5 for you, 2 cents, or $5 from him, 2 cents for you, right? I mean, you know, I love Ron, but
Harley Race got his money. Harley got his money.
Oh, I'm sure, but I mean, you know, now it's not without pulling teeth.